Vitamin D is a very important nutrient for our health. It is not really a vitamin. It is in fact a fat-soluble prohormones that help the body use calcium and phosphorus to build and maintain strong bones. It may also increases muscle and teeth strength, helps the immune system to fight off invading bacteria and viruses, reduces inflammation. Sources of vitamin D are sunlight, supplements, food. Sun is our primary source of vitamin D. It's made when skin is exposed to the ultraviolet light from the sun. Approximately 5 to 30 minutes of sun exposure between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. at least twice a week to the face, arms, legs, or back without sunscreen usually lead to sufficient vitamin D synthesis. Commercial tanning beds that emit 2% to 6% UVB radiation is also effective but must be used wisely. Vitamin D is naturally present in very few foods such as salmon, tuna, and mackerel, beef liver, fish liver oils, cheese, and eggs, mushrooms. Vitamin D is also added to some foods, fortified foods, such as milk, breakfast cereals, some juices, yogurt, margarine and soy beverages, which provide most of the vitamin D in the American diet. Vitamin D can also be obtained through dietary supplements. People who avoid the sun and stay indoors for long time should include good sources of vitamin D in their diets or take a supplement. Dietary supplements might help in some situations to increase the intake of a specific vitamin or mineral. Vitamin D is found in supplements in two forms, D2, ergocalciferol, and D3, cholecalciferol. Both increase vitamin D in the blood. Supplements of vitamin D3 have been shown to reduce the risk of bone loss and fractures in elderly people. Some people become deficient in vitamin D because they don't consume enough or absorb enough from food. Their exposure to sunlight is limited. The kidneys cannot convert vitamin D to its active form in the body. The symptoms of vitamin D deficiency are fatigue, muscle weakness, muscle cramps, bone pain and weakness, delayed tooth formation, dental deformities. These symptoms may reflect lack of vitamin D. They can vary depending on the individual and the gravity of deficiency. Many people don't experience any symptoms, which is why it's so important to get your blood levels checked, to know for sure if you're getting enough vitamin D. The classical vitamin D deficiency diseases are rickets in children, bones become soft and thin, osteomalacia in adults resulting in bone pain and muscle weakness. Some research also suggests that women with low levels of vitamin D have a higher risk of breast cancer. The amount of vitamin D we need each day depends on age. Average daily recommended amounts from the Food and Nutrition Board, a national group of experts, for different ages are 400 international units of vitamin D each day for infants from birth to 12 months of age, 600 for people from age 1 to 70 years old, and 800 for people age 71 years and older. Your healthcare provider may recommend more vitamin D than the above amounts. Breastfed infants. Breastfed infants should be given a vitamin D supplement every day, because human milk is a poor source of vitamin D. Older adults, because the kidneys are less able to convert vitamin D to its active form. People with dark skin, because their skin has less ability to produce vitamin D from the sun. Obese people need more vitamin D than normal people. In such groups, dietary supplements might be required to meet the daily need for vitamin D. Excessive intake of vitamin D supplements can cause toxic effects. Too much vitamin D increases calcium levels, which can cause heart and kidneys problems. Excessive sun exposure does not cause vitamin D toxicity. However, you should not try to increase vitamin D production by increasing your exposure to sunlight, because this will also increase the risk of skin cancer. Vitamin D is very important to the body, but obtaining sufficient vitamin D from natural food sources alone is difficult. For many people, consuming vitamin D fortified foods, and arguably being exposed to some sunlight are essential for maintaining a healthy vitamin D status. In some groups, dietary supplements might help to meet the daily need for vitamin D. 37% of the U.S. population uses a dietary supplement containing vitamin D.